Good evening, friends and fellow Singaporeans, and a special greeting to residents of Bukit Panjang. My name is Paul Anantambaya, and I'm the SDP candidate for Bukit Panjang in GE2020. We have enjoyed our interactions with the residents since 2011 and have heard about noise levels near loading bays and lift upgrading delays. In 2017, Minister Korbun once said the Bukit Panjang LRT was an afterthought, constructed because of political pressure. Now, no one we talked to has admitted to putting political pressure for the LRT. And this leads me to wonder, who exactly chooses the various improvement projects for the town? The PAP may often confuse our country with a corporation, but it cannot deny necessary services to residents, regardless of who wins the election. The SDP promises that we will run the town council ourselves with the active participation of residents. We will transparently demand all accounts be released to ensure a smooth transition. There will be no more investments in toxic financial products. The PAP has recklessly decided to risk the public's health and hold an election in the middle of a pandemic. They want to repeat the results of 2001 held soon after the 9/11 and this time wipe out the opposition, which would be a disaster for Singapore. The SDP has a simple message: 4 yes, 1 no. Yes to suspending GST till 2021, yes to retrenchment insurance, yes to retirement income for low-income seniors. Our comprehensive policy papers are all about putting people first. Now, how do we pay for this? We have calculated that using slightly more of the NIRC and raising wealth taxes, we would more than cover the cost without touching the reserves. Singapore does not have oil or gas or diamonds. Our reserves are built from the sacrifices of our parents and grandparents who gave up their pensions and cheap healthcare and housing so that we would have funds for a rainy day. A senior citizen with $500 cash or a retrenched single mother with $1,500 are more likely to spend their money in a hawker center or in the shops in Bukit Panjang than a billionaire putting his money in the Cayman Islands. It is much better to have the cash in the hands of the people rather than in corporations and hoping that some of it trickles down to the rest of us. Finally, if the pandemic has shown us anything, it has shown us that overcrowding is a recipe for disaster. In a Straits Times report dated March 29, 2019, DPM Heng Swee Keat is quoted as saying, "Singapore's population density is not excessive." The report goes on to state, and I quote, he cited former Chief Planner Liu Thai Ker, who said in 2014 that Singapore should plan for 10 million people for it to remain sustainable in the long term, end quote. We have long said no to 10 million people. The PAP now appears to have backed down on this one. Well done, Singapore. Let's keep Bukit Panjang and the rest of Singapore livable. Let's work together to build a democratic society based on justice and equality. Majulah, Singapura. Vote SDP. Thank you.